Hello, and welcome back to the Dear Ones podcast. My name is Dwani, and I'm here with a series of 11 episodes where we learn how to navigate from our older version to our newer version, but together. In the last episode, we talked about the discipline of self-respect, about how you treat yourself sets the tone for everything in your life. And today we're going to talk about something that everyone wants, everyone admires, but only some truly understand. Confidence. Or more specifically, the confidence myth. Because most people are chasing confidence in a completely wrong way. Let's start with a really basic question. What is confidence really? Most people think that confidence is a personality trait, something that you're born with or you're not. They look at someone magnetic, outspoken, or socially smooth, and they think that, wow, they're just naturally confident. But that's not what true confidence is. Confidence is the trust in your ability to handle situations. Not a belief that everything will just go perfectly, but the belief that even if things go wrong, you trust yourself to handle it. Confidence is not the absence of fear, but it's just the willingness to do it anyways. And here's the important part. Confidence doesn't come from thinking, but it comes from evidence. Your brain builds confidence with small micro notes of proof. Every time you do something difficult and survive it, your brain notes that down as evidence. And slowly it starts changing. And here's the confidence myth. People think that the formula for confidence is that confidence, action, result. Meaning, first I become confident, then I take action, and then my life improves. But the real formula is completely opposite. It's action, evidence, confidence. Confidence is not the input, it's the output. Let me say this again. Confidence is not something you wait for before doing things, but it's something that appears after doing things. The most confident person in the room isn't confident because their life was easy, but it's confident because they've proven it to themselves that they can handle life. And they know that proof only comes from action. This is why people stay stuck. They wait to feel confident before starting, but confidence always shows up after starting. This is where our cocoon phase is important. Because when you're transitioning from your older version to your newer version, your confidence will be really low in the beginning. Because you're doing the things that your old identity has never done before. Speaking up more, setting more boundaries, taking bigger risks, making the decisions that your older self wouldn't. And every time you do something new, your brain temporarily goes, wait, are we even the kind of person that does this? And this discomfort is not failure, it's identity expansion. It's the cocoon stretching. Confidence is being built in the background, even if you don't feel it yet. There are only a few real ways to build that confidence, and they're surprisingly really simple. The first is to keep small promises to yourself. If you say you'll wake up early, wake up early. Evidence. If you say you're going to show up to the gym, show up. Even if it's just for 5 minutes, show up. If you say you're going to do something on 12th of March, then do it on 12th of March. And then your brain slowly starts realizing that, wow, this person really does what they're saying. And that builds self-trust. And self-trust is the foundation of confidence. The second way confidence grows is through decision-making. Indecision kills confidence. Because when you constantly hesitate, it signals to your brain that we don't trust our judgment. And confident people are not always right, but they are decisive. They make choices and adjust when needed and keep moving forward. If you want to grow confidence consistently, focus on weekly micro wins. Not huge transformations, just small expansions. Every week, ask yourself, what is that one decision that your older self is avoiding? Maybe it's sending that email, maybe it's confronting that friend, maybe it's sending a message, maybe it's starting a project, maybe it's speaking up, maybe it's setting a boundary, wearing something bold. Just do it. Your brain logs through experience, not motivational speeches. And here's something really important. You'll only be ready the second time you do something. Never the first. The first will always feel uncomfortable. But the second time your brain will already have the proof that you've survived it once. For example, I wanted to start this podcast. First of all, it took me 2 years to start this. Because I waited to be ready, and it took me 2 years to then learn that confidence is an output. And so I just showed up. I shot my first episode. It was very uncomfortable. It took me more than 2 hours to just sit here. Felt really stupid talking to myself like this. But I was ready the second time I sat in front of the camera. So remember, you'll only be ready the second time you do it, never the first. So do it anyway. And here's something really interesting as well. Confidence is the most powerful thing you can wear. When people talk about style, fashion, and attractiveness, they often talk about clothes, brands, trends, expensive pieces. But the most noticeable thing in any room about anyone is not the outfit. It's the energy of the person wearing it. 2 people can literally wear the same exact outfit. On one person, it looks ordinary, and on the other, it looks incredible. And the difference is confidence. Confidence changes posture. Confidence changes the way you move through a room, which is why people often say confidence is the most attractive thing you can wear. And the most beautiful part about this is that anyone can build it. So if you take one thing from this episode, let it be this. Stop waiting to feel confident before you become your next version. Confidence isn't the key that unlocks action, but action is the key that unlocks confidence. Every small, brave decision you make inside the cocoon is building the person you're about to become. And one day you'll just look back and realize the confidence you were chasing was quietly growing this entire time. Now, before we meet again next week, I want you to create a portfolio of proof list for yourself and write down any micro wins, micro, macro, any kind of wins that you have throughout the week in that list. It could be as simple as today I stood up for myself and said no to someone who I always end up saying yes, even if I don't want to. Today I said I'll wake up at 6 a.m. and I actually did wake up at 6 a.m. Today I said I won't be lazy and I will cook my meal. And I did cook my meal. Small things in your list that will help you on your rainy days when you don't feel like doing something or you feel less confident. You just have to open that list and there will be your entire portfolio of proof. Proof that you have shown up before for yourself. Proof that you are worthy of giving that chance to yourself. Proof that you keep your word. I promise it's going to be amazing. Now, if you've reached this far in the episode, I'd like to say I'm really, really grateful and I'm really proud of you for taking this step and showing up for yourself. And I have a confession to make. I'm not there yet either, but I'm choosing this version of myself today. And if you're too, then we're walking together. Don't forget to give a thumbs up to this video and also subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on the other videos. And let me know if you have any feedback, add it in the comment section, or anything that I can help you with or give you more tips on, or something that you are just curious about or something that you liked about the episode. This is our 6th episode and we're almost ready to be a butterfly. See you next week. Keep smiling.